QX104.
Hello, is this Leanne?
It's Tyler. It is Leanne. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. Not as good as you, though.
I know. We're so excited. Let me just patch Amanda real fast.
Okay.
Okay, 2 seconds. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Hello.
It's kind of like talking to my dad because I'll call home and Dad will answer the phone and it's like, "Hi, honey, how you doing?" I'm good, Dad. How are you? Fine. Here's your mother.
Yeah.
That sounds just like our dad.
That's totally what Tyler just did, except he was patching you in. He did. It's not like
the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree.
he didn't bail or anything. But he's a dad now, right? So
Yeah, he's getting his practice in early.
Yeah.
it's time to learn the art of getting off the phone in 10 words or less.
Yeah, no kidding. He's like, well, we just basically have to tell him what we want, and then he's like, okay, you want to talk to your mom? We're like, okay.
Exactly, right? It's like, how are you? How's the car? Okay, here's your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Because she'll fill you in anyways.
You know that, right? And dads are smart that way. They usually just cut to the chase, and they know mom's going to tell you everything 3 times over anyhow. So why not?
Oh, exactly.
Exactly.
Our mom's the queen of repeating herself, which we get it from like 3 different angles.
All right, so are you guys doing the Juno happy dance?
We are. We've been doing it all week.
No kidding. So tell me about it. How did you hear all of that kind of stuff? What was the experience?
We went to the press release. Just the Junos asked us if we would attend because they wanted some artists to kind of be there to kind of celebrate the event of them announcing. And it was not too far into the press release and they announced the album of the year. So that was really like right off the bat. I mean, we were super buzzed about it.
That's pretty exciting. You know, the first album as your new incarnation.
I know,
absolutely.
It's very cool. And I mean, like, Man and I have talked to a couple people, and we just said, like, when we made this record, we had to make this record because of these songs we were writing, and we felt like we had to get in the studio and then it started to take on a life of its own, and we really didn't know what was going to happen, because everybody was used to the Wilkinsons, and nobody likes change.
Yeah.
And
funny that.
It's strange. It's so strange. But everybody's been so accepting of this, and has become fans. And people who are Wilkinson fans have contacted us, via Twitter and Facebook, and telling us how much they enjoy our new stuff. And I think that means as much as a Juno nomination does, because they're the reason we're still here at the dance,
Totally. Well, I think it's quite spectacular that you started out thinking you were going to sit down and collaborate creatively and write songs for other people. You ended up writing an album that ended up writing a whole new chapter for you guys.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, wicked. Okay, so, and you know what? Tell me about your experiences since you've launched as Small Town Pistols, because really this past year has been the first time you've got out to do some dates and do some touring. So give it to us. What's happened? What's the most exciting thing you've taken away from 2013 and on into 2014?
I think for us, it's just like feeling very comfortable in our own skin. You know what I mean? Like when we did this record, we were like at a time in our lives where, we're buds. What we went through. We went through some crazy times, in our personal lives. And, now coming at the flip side, we're both married. And I think, like, when you're in a happy time, you appreciate even more, little victories in life. And this is one of those things. I mean, we feel like with this project in particular, we had 100% involvement. Like, it's our baby. And, you hope to, as a songwriter, to write songs that have an impact and that help people heal. I mean, for us writing these songs, it was a healing process for us. So being able to sing out there live this year and see that people are embracing these songs and they're making them their own that's the best feeling in the world. Like, that makes, Ty I know he feels the same way. You just feel overjoyed when somebody comes up to you in an autograph line and says, I went through that. I thank you for writing that song.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And you mentioned your personal life, so I'm going to do this and you're going to hate me. But
No.
you're married. Ty's a daddy. How many times have you been asked when you're having a baby?
I know. And you know what's the worst thing about it right now is that
Awful.
all of our musician friends are having babies. And Dallas Smith and his lovely wife, Kristen, just had Veda.
Darth Vader.
And yeah, and so of course the two of them, Chris, and I'm like, hey, Dal, it's like so much easier for you, man. Like you're a dude,
Uh-huh.
You're a dude on the road. And he's like, no, you work it out with this timing, then you get to be home with the newborn for this amount of months. I was like, well, God willing, if that timing works out, but the baby making process, it sometimes isn't easy on the given occasion. So.
Yeah, like Curtis Rampel from High Valley, they just had a new baby. But yeah, he doesn't exactly have downtime on the road because of that. Nor does he have to put his body back together.
So, I know, but I'm seeing all these little ones, and I'm not.
Oh, the baby mojo's
you're not
in the
getting
air.
Any younger. I'm only 32. She's like, you're not getting any younger. I want grandbabies. I want more.
Oh my!
So, but you know what? It'll happen when it'll happen, and you can never plan anything in this lifetime. And when it does happen, we're gonna be super overjoyed.
No kidding. And you'd be like the funnest, coolest mama on the planet.
Oh my goodness. Our family, we are just like a gong show and you get us all together.
I'd like to
it
regress and put in my application to be your baby.
Oh, you're the sweetest five.
I want to be reborn as Amanda's child because that would be the coolest experience I can think
We're definitely going to
of.
have some interesting children between Gino and myself, that's for sure. I'm terrified, actually, if I have boys, that they're going to have genetics. Like, number one, if the gene pool is going to come from Tyler or him because they were both crazy little kids,
Yeah.
I'm screwed. Big time.
I'll just make you love them more.
That's right. I'll be like the little mama sitting on my kids as they're like going crazy.
Well, speaking of that, Tyler, Papa, what has been your? Well, I mean, it's going to be hard to pick. It's like asking you to pick a favorite song, right? What's maybe one of the cooler moments of being a dad for you?
One of the cool. I think every moment's being cool being a dad. But geez, I mean,
I know it's hard to pick, right? But
having your son sit there and listen to the song and know when you're singing, that's a cool moment.
Neat.
He'll sit there and go, "That's Daddy," and he won't say it to anybody else, but he'll know when I'm singing.
Well, I can't wait until he hears his daddy screaming because his daddy and his auntie just won a Juno.
Yeah,
It's so cute.
I told him that I said, "Listen, Daddy was nominated for an award today." And he says, "Okay," and I was like, "I know you don't understand what that means." I said, "But it's kind of like, you remember when we were trying to teach you to go, on the potty, and every time you went on the potty, we gave you a Smartie, and that was a prize for you?" He's like, "Yes." I was like, "It's kind of like somebody giving Daddy a prize for making
We're going
music."
to the potty.
and he's like, "Oh, that's cool. Congratulations. Now you can be a Skylander." And I'm like, the mind of a 3-year-old.
Fantastic. Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to call me and let me join in your celebration. And I wish you all the best of luck. Both fingers are crossed. Both fingers on both hands.
Mama.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good luck, guys.
All right,
Thanks.
love you, girl.
Bye.
Can't wait to see you soon.
Cheers.
Bye.